Hey everybody, so we are here to do Emma's 8-month update. Does that just not sound completely crazy? I cannot believe that she's 8 months old. I feel like each month it goes by faster and faster, and it's crazy. And I actually got a little teary-eyed today thinking about how we're closer to 1 year old than we are to her when she was a baby, like a newborn. And it's just crazy. It goes by so fast, doesn't it? Here. There's your book. Okay, so Emma is 8 months old today, and she is changing all the time and becoming her own sweet little person more and more each day. So I'll just kind of update you guys on what's new with her, and it's just, I can't believe how big she's getting. It's crazy. So this past month, let's see, where should we start? Where should we start? She is not crawling yet. She sits up obviously on her own and has been doing that for a while. She gets up and does the inchworm, and she can get herself up and prop herself up on her arms and move backwards, so she doesn't full on you know, army crawl or do like the rocking back and forth. She just gets so frustrated when we're working with her on crawling because she doesn't know how to fully do it, and it like irritates her that she wants to do it but she doesn't quite know how, so she starts to cry and get frustrated, and she would rather like sit up and play because she can do that so well. So it's definitely a process. I do think probably within the next month she'll start to do it and start to crawl, and I think when she just gets it, there's going to be no stopping her. But it's just so funny because she gets so like frustrated and starting to try. So that's kind of where we're at with that. She finally got her first tooth. Her little tooth over here, the bottom one on this side, popped out just last week, I believe. Yeah, it started to pop out at the end of last week, and teething has been interesting. She hasn't been super fussy. I mean, she has moments where she's really fussy, but for the most part, she is just, when she's fussy, she just wants to be held. She doesn't really like cry much, but she just wants lots of extra snuggle time. She wants to comfort nurse a lot too. So that has definitely affected her sleeping habits. Her new thing since she really started teething hardcore about probably 2.5 weeks ago, she started to wake up to comfort nurse after we put her to bed, and I noticed she was starting to wake up earlier in the morning wanting to eat. So right now, kind of where we're at with the schedule, or kind of her pattern of sleep, is we put her to bed between 8:30 and 9, and she'll usually wake up around 10:30, 11, 11:30, sometime between 10:30 and 11:30, and she'll want to comfort nurse again. So she'll wake up crying. She wants me to snuggle her. She does not want daddy at all. She will cry until I come. She, you know, I'm usually in bed by then, but if my husband comes in here and picks her up, she kind of stops for a minute, and she'll like look at her bedroom door like, where's my mom? Why are you here? And she wants to comfort nurse. So she nurses for, you know, maybe 5 minutes, and then she's sound asleep and she's out again for the rest of the night. She had been waking up at 5 a.m. to eat and nurse in the morning, and now she's waking up anywhere between 3:30 and 5. So it's just she's waking up earlier either because she's uncomfortable, or she's trying to eat her book, or, you know, for that reason. So that's kind of what's going on with sleep. But beyond those two little situations, she pretty much she'll sleep through the night. So she wakes up just, you know, anywhere an hour and a half till after once we put her to bed, and then she sleeps through the rest of the night. So that's kind of it with teething. We are using the Highlands teething tablets to help, and those have been a great help. I give those to her like at night when she is fussy and wants to comfort nurse. I usually give her those two to help her kind of alleviate the pain a little bit. But I think that's pretty much it with teething. I don't know how quickly the rest of her teeth will come in now that she has her first. We'll see. But that's kind of the biggest change. Food-wise, she is still doing super good eating. She loves to eat. Oh my gosh, she loves to eat. Let's see. Right now, her feeding schedule is she nurses in the morning with me at 5. She usually will skip her 8 a.m. feeding during the week. So Monday through Friday, she usually doesn't want to eat at 8. But when I'm home on the weekend, she'll always nurse for me at 8. And then she has, for lunch, she nurses at 8. She nurses again at 11. But during the week, she skips her 8 a.m. feeding. Then she eats at 11, and then she has lunch. And for lunch, she has half a container of fruits, half a container of veggie, and 2 tablespoons of baby oatmeal. And then she has the same thing for dinner. And then sometimes in the morning, she'll eat baby oatmeal as well. She'll eat 2 to 3 tablespoons, depending on how hungry she is. We did introduce the little puff snacks to her, and now she can completely feed herself, and that's her favorite thing to do. She loves snack time. She loves to pick up the snacks and pop them in her mouth. She wants to do like 10 at a time. So she loves those. And then we also have been snacking on the yogurt melts, so she loves those as well. But yeah, we're still breastfeeding. Like I said, breastfeeding is going wonderful. Never have a problem with her wanting to nurse with me, like I said. So anytime I'm home, she'll always nurse consistently every 3 hours. But during the week, she tends to skip feedings a little bit more because she just doesn't want to fuss with the bottle. And we're just going to keep breastfeeding. Like I said previously, my goal is to breastfeed for a year. And then we'll start to wean from there. And I'm already getting really sad about that too. I don't know if any of you moms can relate, but breastfeeding is just such a beautiful thing. It's such a wonderful bond and a special time for us. And I don't know, I'm just really sad to think about stopping it. And I know that it's my choice, and there's a lot of reasons why. And I've touched on it previously, I'm not against extended breastfeeding by any means. But for me, it just feels right to stop at a year, especially because we do want to have our kids probably about 2 years apart. And I want to, you know, be able to have my body just completely to myself and not have to, like, I don't know. I just want to just have a break, I think, between breastfeeding or being pregnant. So that's kind of why I'm making that decision. But it's going wonderful, isn't it? She drinks right now about 5 to 6 ounces of milk at a feeding. It kind of just depends, but that's kind of where she's at. What else is going on? She is just such a funny little girl. She loves to talk. She is so loud. If you've seen my videos of her screaming, her scary scream, she loves to just constantly make new noises with her mouth, and she's completely fascinated by watching us talk and trying to mimic us. And so she's not really saying anything exact words yet, but you know, she does the whole ma 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 ma, ba 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 ba. She doesn't really know what she's saying, but she's making noises, so we'll get there. What else is going on, baby? I had mentioned previously in her last month update that we were having some issues with her being kind of constipated and having really hard stools. We did switch her from baby rice cereal to baby oatmeal, and that has helped somewhat. She still has issues with you know, constipation here and there, but we've tried a lot of prunes and pears because she's not real big on the sippy yet and drinking water or juice. So that's kind of the way to that we're trying to alleviate that. But it's definitely I think it's gotten better for sure. I'm trying to think of what else is going on. We are working with her on baby signs. That's something that I haven't really talked much about. We are doing just the basic ones for now. Mommy, daddy, eat. She loves the sign. She knows the sign for eat. She doesn't do it yet, but anytime I do the sign for eat, she gets really excited. She starts going like this with her hands, like, oh, I get to eat. She knows all done. We always do that after we're done eating. So that's kind of just, we're not, you know, too crazy with it, but it's something that we're working on. Oh, and the other one we're doing is milk. So I don't know if you guys have any tips on that, if you have done baby signs with yours. But yeah, so that's kind of the little side thing that we're working on. I think what else is I think that's pretty much it for, you know, our overview. I think weight-wise right now she's about 15 pounds. She's still in size 2 diapers and 6 to 9 month clothing. And, yeah, I don't know. Can you think of anything else, my love? Oh, I forgot to talk about this. Separation anxiety. Oh, I mentioned it previously in her last month update, but it is definitely hardcore. I mean, she just does not like being away from me. It's just, I don't know, it's funny because it's like she doesn't do it at daycare with my mom. But when I pick her up and then if I like see her and then I leave to go to another room, she gets mad and she's like, ah, come back, mama. She doesn't like it when other people come into the house that she like isn't totally familiar with, my in-laws we've been working with, because for whatever reason she just was terrified of my in-laws and thought for some reason I'm leaving her. Anytime we drop her off at the nursery at church, she cries, so we're working on that too. I've gone into class with her to make her understand that it's a safe environment and mommy always comes back. But it's definitely interesting. She doesn't do it so much at home. But she has moments, especially like right when we get home during the weekdays. When I get home and I set her down and I'm trying to do things for dinner, put things away, she doesn't like that either. She thinks I'm going to leave again. You know, everything that I've read is just be consistent and, you know, tell them anytime mommy leaves, they come back. And so, you know, we're working on it. It's a phase. But it's brutal, man. Let me tell you. She just definitely, she wants me over daddy when that's going on. She just don't want anything to do with daddy. Unless I'm not there, then she's like clinging on to him. Like, don't leave me, dad. So it's just kind of funny. But beyond that, I guess that's pretty much it. This is getting kind of long. But I think that's pretty much it for our 8-month update. She's just getting so big and changing all the time. And I just feel like she's growing into this big girl. It's just so crazy. Yeah. Right, baby? So, let's stand her up so she can say hi to everybody. Look at mommy's camera. Say, hey guys, I'm 8 months old today. I'm 8 months old today. And I just wanted to say a huge thank you to you guys for watching and subscribing to us. We officially are over 1,000 subscribers. That's just bananas to me. It's so crazy, and I feel so like honored. And I know that in comparison to other YouTubers, maybe 1,000 doesn't seem like a lot, but that's a huge honor to me, and we just love you guys so much, and we appreciate you. And if you follow us on Facebook, you know that I'm planning on doing a giveaway, so stay tuned for that. Hopefully I'll be able to post that within the next week. So I think that's it. We'll sign off and say bye, everybody. Do you see yourself? Say bye, YouTube. See you later. Okay, bye guys.